shooting in East Central Spokane last night claimed the life of one man. Those who knew him tell us he was a hard-working father to two young girls. Thanks for staying with KXLY4. I'm Ariana Lake in for Aaron Luna. Now the people he worked with for 6 years are taking time to remember the man he was, as they're left with so many unanswered questions. They sat down with KXLY4's Taylor Graham today. She's live at the scene with more on their memories. Taylor?
Well, Ariana, neighbors here in East Central tell us they weren't surprised to hear gunshots ring out last night. But the victim's friends and coworkers say they couldn't believe he'd been shot and that he was even in this neighborhood to begin with.
It's shocking, just complete shock. It hasn't hit home for anybody here yet.
And it may never hit home for David Johnson and the rest of his team here at the Iron Corporation, where they worked alongside Jason Allison for the last 6 years.
And he was an incredibly hard worker, but more than that, he was an extremely funny person, very personable. Pretty much everybody that I've ever known who knew him liked him a lot. But the most important thing I think that I would say about Jason is he was a good father.
David says 2 young girls are now left without their father, as Jason was the man who was fatally shot Sunday night in East Central Spokane. And what makes this loss even worse is that David can't figure out why Jason was here in the first place.
We have no idea why it was there, why he was there, or what this could have possibly entailed.
He says just an hour before the shooting, Jason was bowling with coworkers in Post Falls, where he lived.
I just know that he was alive at 9:30 at the bowling alley, and by 10:30 he had been shot.
The shock of this shooting hasn't worn off, and it may not for a while, as David asks himself the same questions over and over.
You know, when you hear about losing somebody like Jason, you just remember what a good person he was, and ask yourself, who could have done this? How could this have happened? And why? Totally senseless.
Spokane Police say this is an ongoing investigation. We have not gotten any word of an arrest just yet. Anyone with information on this shooting is asked to call Crime Check. That's the number at the bottom of your screen. Reporting live in East Central tonight, Taylor Graham, KXLY4 News.